Oh,
작업실은
I like that. It can get pretty goofy. I love it. My name's Isaac. I'm a professional music producer and a composer, and today we're going to be checking out the behind the scenes of 17. 17 is a Korean boy band that just kind of kicked open the doors. When did they start making music? They started making music in 2015 and have become one of the biggest boy bands on the planet. And today we're just going to be checking out what they do, what their production process is like, and how they make some of the most incredible music on the planet. Let's get into this.
네, 그렇대요. 자, 먹고 싶은 거 얘기하세요. 나이스 아메리카노. 나.
Alright, so right off the bat, we've got the U87, this microphone right here. That is a legendary microphone used in more records than any other microphone ever. Every Disney animated movie you've seen, the voice actors were recorded with those microphones. It's been in just every genre of music. That microphone is a studio legend. The modern version of that microphone you can pick up for around $3,000.
Home.
Dude. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta goof around in the studio. Can't all be serious.
이게 워라벨 아니야? 워크와 라이프의 밸런스.
I love it. So what you have here are the two guys who are actually working, and then you got the couch. We call them couch potatoes, where they just sit in the back and goof off and mess around. And I love it. I love it. That's what the studio is for. It's for working and hanging out. Oh,
작업실은
I like that.
1년 360을 돌아간다.
Cool, giving a little circle of the studio here. There's a lot of aspects that go into a good recording studio, and here I see a whole bunch of really cool things. So if you take a look here, you see these walls have like a certain texture on them, and that is because those are what is known as absorption walls. What most people get wrong about acoustic treatment is that the panels and things that you see in the wall of a studio is not to stop sounds from going out or coming in. What those panels are for is actually for taming the echo in a room. If you go into a room with nothing in it, clap your hands, you hear this echo, this reverb. That doesn't always sound great when you're recording in a microphone or when you're listening back on speakers. You want a dead room. That means a room with no echoes. What we do as studio producers is we put up all these panels that absorb the sound, absorb the energy so that our room sounds better and more conducive to good studio work. As you can see here, there's actually two types of studio treatment. Right here we have what's called absorption, and right here, these wooden panels is what's called diffusion. Absorption absorbs the sound. Diffusion accepts the sound and scatters it in different directions. And it does two slightly different things that both serve the purpose of taming the sound in a studio. Oh, that's a sick beat. Nice speakers. Those are really expensive. Oh yeah. Love that.
네, 지금 절규가 이루어지고 있어.
I love it. Sometimes you just have to look super goofy when you're working out a part. Like your harmony parts, your lead line vocals, you gotta work them out somehow, and you can't put 100% energy into every single thing that comes out of your mouth. So a lot of singers, even if they're amazing, when they're warming up or they're just trying out parts, it can get pretty goofy. I love it. He's got a really good control over his falsetto. That's important. Especially for K-pop. Nice. Now here it looks like he's recording in what's called a vocal booth, and generally a studio will have two rooms. One is the control room, which has your studio equipment, like your compressors, your outboard gear, your speakers, where the engineer sits and where the producer sits. But they'll usually have a secondary room called a vocal booth or a live room, and that's where you actually play the instruments and you record your vocal lines. And what that does is it isolates you from everyone else. You can go in there by yourself. The microphone's not going to be picking up the engineering talk and the producer saying things to the engineer and things like that. And so it's isolated. But most good studios will have that secondary room for recording the vocals. Dang. Bro can sing.
형, 이렇게 하면 안 되구나. 오늘은
잠깐씩 오늘 내일 모레 맨 너를 보자 내 인생은 홈런.
Almost there. What we have here is actually the second most recorded studio microphone in the world, and that is the Neumann U47. Like a good vintage U47 can be between $10,000 and $20,000. You can buy them new for around $10,000, but the desirable ones, the ones that studio engineers really want to get their hands on, are those vintage ones, because they don't all sound the same, just because of the technology that they had back in the day. Incredible microphone, very expensive.
홈런 또 홈런 후회 없는 날을 만들자 말로 홈런 또 홈런.
Dude is putting every ounce of energy he has into that. That's amazing. Love to see it. You'll see Woozy here actually has one of his ears off on the headphones. And the reason why that is because most singers actually have better pitch when their ears are listening to their voice. But you also have to take in account that you have to listen to the music to sing along with it. So a lot of people will take an ear off, have one ear on, and sing that way. Makes for better pitch and better performance because you can actually hear yourself sing. A lot of times I'll have newer singers that aren't used to doing the studio stuff, and they'll have both their headphones on and they're just singing terribly and they don't know why. I'm like, bro, are you singing with the headphones both on? They'll be like, yeah. I'm like, all right, take one off, and then they sing like way better. It happens all the time. It's so funny. He's got a really good enunciation of his bars, of his rap line, which is not always the case. Ooh, he can go up there. Nice. Love that. Oh yeah, take the coat off. Oh my goodness. Nothing worse than like someone coming into the studio with like bracelets and necklaces and clothes that make a bunch of noise. Get that out of here. Get it out. Yeah, 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 yeah. What is this watch? Is it like a Casio? I love that. Oh, yeah, yeah, oh. Boxing, nothing. Gotta block and break out. Shit ain't chucked over the no sound to the get. I like his tone too. A little less enunciated, but really flowy. It's cool.
이거 그냥 몇 번 더 해보고 싶어. Gotta block and break out 부분 다시 할게. Gotta block and break out. Shit ain't chucked over the no sound to the get. 세상을 녹아 정의해.
Love it. By the way, if there are other clips you guys want me to watch and break down, throw those down in the comments and I will take a look. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!